Have you ever paused and wondered what exists beyond thought, beyond the constant chatter of the mind? Imagine for a moment a vast, serene space, untouched by the flurry of thoughts, judgments and assumptions that usually fill our heads. This space is real, and it's not as far as you might think. It's the realm beyond thought, a sanctuary of profound peace and infinite potential that lies within each of us. Once we reach this state of being, we are able to shift reality to one we desire. Now, you might be thinking, isn't thinking what makes us human? Yes, but there's so much more to us than just our thoughts. Our minds are powerful tools, but when we become entangled in our thoughts, we often miss out on the richness of life that unfolds in the present moment. The realm beyond thought is not about discarding our ability to think, but rather about discovering what lies beneath the surface of our mental processes. Let's embark on an exploration of this hidden landscape. It's like peering into a deep ocean. From the surface, all we see are the waves and ripples of our thoughts and emotions. But dive deeper, and a world of stillness and depth reveals itself. This is the realm where our true self resides, unobstructed and free from the noise of the thinking mind. It's a place of pure consciousness where we connect with a sense of peace and clarity that is often lost in the hustle of everyday life. The journey to this inner sanctum begins with a simple yet profound realization. You are not your thoughts. This revelation may sound trivial, but its implications are monumental. Our thoughts often define our reality, shaping our perceptions, actions, and ultimately, our life experiences. But what if we could step back and observe our thoughts without getting caught up in them? This is the first step towards entering the realm beyond thought, the art of becoming an observer of your own mind. As we learn to observe, we start to notice the patterns and habits of our thinking. We see how our thoughts color our emotions and how they dictate our reactions to the world around us. But in this observation lies freedom. When we realize that we are the observer, not the thoughts themselves, a space opens up. It's a space of choice, a gap between our thoughts and our actions, where we can choose how to respond rather than react. In this space, we find the doorway to the realm beyond thought. Stepping through this doorway, we enter a world of immense tranquility and awareness. It's like waking up from a dream and realizing that there's a reality much richer and more vibrant than the dream itself. In this state of heightened awareness, we experience life in its purest form, unfiltered and unobstructed by the biases and judgments of the thinking mind. We encounter a sense of oneness with all things, a deep connection with the present moment that transcends the limitations of thought. In the realm beyond thought, possibilities expand. We tap into a wellspring of creativity and intuition that is often drowned out by the noise of our mental chatter. Solutions to problems seem to arise effortlessly, not as the result of strenuous thinking, but as flashes of insight emerging from the depths of our inner wisdom. This is the power of the mind when it's free from the constraints of habitual thinking. But how do we sustain this state? How do we make the realm beyond thought a permanent part of our lives? It's one thing to visit this space, but another to live in it. The key lies in practice and persistence. Like any skill, navigating the realm beyond thought requires practice. It involves training the mind to let go of its incessant need to analyze, judge, and categorize. It's about cultivating mindfulness and presence in every aspect of our lives. As we take in this profound knowledge, we confront a startling truth. Much of what we believe to be solid and real is merely a series of illusions, intricately woven by the fabric of our thoughts. Understanding this is not just an intellectual exercise, it's a pivotal step towards liberating ourselves from the constraints that prevent us from experiencing reality as it truly is. One philosopher who delved deeply into the nature of reality and the illusions of perception is René Descartes. Descartes, a 17th century French philosopher, is renowned for his famous dictum cogito ergo sum, I think therefore I am. This assertion emerged as a fundamental point in his quest to establish a foundation of certainty in the face of skepticism. Descartes embarked on a radical philosophical journey, doubting everything he had previously accepted as true. He realized that the sensory perceptions we rely on are often deceptive and can lead us astray. In his Meditations on First Philosophy, Descartes explored the possibility that an evil demon or malevolent entity could be deceiving him into believing false things about the world. However, in his doubt and skepticism, Descartes found solace in the very act of thinking. He argued that even if an evil demon were deceiving him, the very act of doubting and thinking proved his existence. Thus, "I think, therefore I am" became his foundation of certainty, a point of indubitable knowledge upon which he could build his philosophical system. Descartes' insights are relevant to our understanding of the illusions we weave through our thoughts. Just as he questioned the reliability of sensory perception, we too can question the narratives and assumptions that shape our perception of reality. By recognizing the potential for self-deception and the limitations of our senses, we can begin to free ourselves from the illusions that obscure our understanding of the world. In this quest for a deeper understanding of reality, Descartes' emphasis on critical thinking and doubt serves as a valuable reminder. We must continuously examine our beliefs, question our assumptions, and strive to peel away the layers of illusion that may cloud our perception of the true nature of existence. You see, the thinking mind is a masterful storyteller, constantly narrating our lives, interpreting events, and creating a sense of identity and purpose. While this narrative is essential for our survival and functioning in the world, it also traps us in a web of illusions. We start to believe that our thoughts define who we are and that our interpretations of the world are the ultimate truth. This belief is so deeply ingrained that challenging it can feel unsettling, yet it's crucial for our growth. One of the most profound illusions is the sense of a separate self, the I that we believe to be the central character in our life story. This I is constructed from our memories, beliefs, experiences, and aspirations. It feels real and tangible, but upon closer inspection we find that it's nothing more than a collection of thoughts. The realization that the self is a mental construct can be both liberating and disorienting. It challenges the very foundation of our perceived reality. Another illusion is the concept of time, past and future. The mind constantly travels back and forth between past memories and future anticipations, rarely resting in the present moment. We dwell on past events, often with regret or nostalgia, and we project into the future with hope or anxiety. This time-traveling habit of the mind robs us of the only moment that truly exists, the now. The past is a memory, the future a projection. Both are constructs of the mind, not the reality we live in. The thinking mind also creates the illusion of control. We believe that by thinking, planning, and analyzing, we can control the outcomes of our lives. This illusion leads to a constant state of striving and restlessness as we try to mold life to fit our expectations and desires. The truth, however, is that much of life is unpredictable and beyond our control. Recognizing this doesn't mean we become passive. Rather, it allows us to act with greater wisdom and adaptability, responding to life as it unfolds rather than how we think it should be. Breaking free from these illusions requires a shift in perspective. It's about seeing thoughts for what they are, just thoughts, not the ultimate reality. This doesn't mean devaluing or suppressing thoughts, but rather observing them with a sense of detachment and curiosity. As we cultivate this mindful awareness, we begin to see the gaps between our thoughts. In these gaps, the light of consciousness shines through, revealing a reality that is far richer and more nuanced than the black and white world painted by our thoughts. As we journey deeper into the heart of our true essence, we arrive at a pivotal juncture, awakening to the present moment. This awakening is like the sun rising after a long night, illuminating the world in its true form, unobscured by the shadows of past and future. It's a profound realization that life, in all its richness and complexity, is happening right here, right now. The present moment is often overlooked, yet it holds the key to true freedom and joy. Unlike the elusive future or the unchangeable past, the present is always within our reach, always occurring, always offering itself to us. But how often do we truly inhabit this moment? Our minds, entangled in the web of thoughts about what was and what could be, frequently miss the beauty and the depth of the now. Awakening to the present moment means breaking free from these mental preoccupations. It's about coming home to the immediacy of your experience, sensing life as it unfolds, breath by breath, sensation by sensation. Imagine listening to the melody of a bird without thinking about what kind of bird it is, or recalling a similar melody from the past. It's simply hearing the notes as they are, in their pure, unlabeled form. This is the essence of present moment awareness. This awakening isn't a passive state, it's an active engagement with life. It involves a full, conscious participation in each moment. When you eat, fully taste your food. When you walk, truly feel the earth under your feet. Every act becomes an opportunity to be fully alive, fully present. It's in these moments that we step out of the realm of thought and into the vibrant reality of life. But how do we cultivate this presence? It begins with awareness. Start by observing your thoughts and noticing how they pull you away from the now. Gently guide your attention back to your immediate experience. It could be as simple as focusing on your breath, the sensations in your body, or the sounds around you. Each time you bring your attention back to the present, you strengthen your ability to stay there. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation, are invaluable tools in this journey. They train the mind to become aware of its wandering tendencies and to return to the present moment. Over time, this practice spills over into every aspect of your life, allowing you to remain anchored in the now, even amidst the chaos of everyday living. Awakening to the present moment also involves embracing everything that it brings. It means welcoming both the joys and the challenges, understanding that each experience is transient and part of the rich tapestry of life. This acceptance doesn't mean resignation or passivity. Rather, it's an active acknowledgement of the reality of the present moment, free from resistance or judgment. As we delve further into our exploration, we arrive at a realm where intuition and inner wisdom flourish. The silent yet powerful guides within us. This part of our journey beckons us to listen closely to the whispers of our deeper selves, a voice often drowned out by the clamor of rational thought. In this space, we connect with a source of knowledge that is instinctive and profound, transcending the limitations of intellectual reasoning. The concept of intuition has been revered through the ages, with philosophers like Immanuel Kant highlighting its significance. Kant, a central figure in modern philosophy, proposed that intuition is a fundamental means of understanding and experiencing the world. He suggested that while reason is essential, it is through intuition that we grasp the essence of things. This insight invites us to balance the analytical prowess of the mind with the intuitive wisdom of the heart. Intuition is like an inner compass, guiding us through life's myriad choices and challenges. It's the gut feeling that nudges you towards a certain path, the inexplicable sense of knowing that often defies logical explanation. Intuition is deeply connected to our experiences and emotions, yet it rises above them, offering insights that are clear and unclouded by the biases of the thinking mind. To tap into this wellspring of intuition, we must first create the space for it to emerge. This means quieting the mind, stepping back from the constant stream of thoughts, and tuning into the subtler aspects of our experience. It's in moments of stillness and presence that our intuitive voice becomes audible. Practices like meditation, reflective writing, or simply spending time in nature can facilitate this connection. Cultivating a relationship with our intuition also involves trust in ourselves and the wisdom that resides within us. It's about letting go of the need for external validation and recognizing that we possess an innate understanding that's often more accurate than we give it credit for. This doesn't imply discarding rational thought, but rather harmonizing it with our intuitive insights to navigate life more holistically. Inner wisdom, on the other hand, is the accumulation of our life experiences, knowledge, and insights. It's the deeper knowing that we gain as we journey through life, learning from our successes and failures. Inner wisdom is characterized by a sense of clarity and equanimity. It's the voice of our higher selves, offering guidance that is aligned with our true nature and purpose. But then, how can we use the knowledge obtained to shift reality? In this critical chapter of our journey, we delve into the transformative process of transcending thought to shift our reality. It's a shift from being a passive observer of our life's narrative to becoming an active creator of our destiny. This transition challenges us to look beyond the confines of habitual thinking and embrace a broader perspective of our existence. Reality, as we experience it, is deeply intertwined with our perceptions, which are molded by our thoughts and beliefs. Consider how a single event can be interpreted in myriad ways by different individuals, each narrative colored by unique past experiences, cultural backgrounds, and personal biases. This illustrates a fundamental truth. Our reality is not a fixed entity but a fluid construct shaped by our perceptions. We must also consider the power of belief. Beliefs are potent. They act as lenses through which we view the world, influencing our thoughts, emotions, and actions. By recognizing and challenging limiting beliefs, we can reshape our reality. This is not about wishful thinking or mere positive affirmations. It's about deeply examining and altering the foundational beliefs that define our understanding of ourselves and the world. Nietzsche argued that beliefs are not merely passive lenses through which we perceive the world, but active forces that shape our existence. He famously proclaimed that God is dead, meaning that traditional religious beliefs and moral values had lost their power and influence in the modern world. Nietzsche believed that without these old beliefs, individuals were faced with the daunting task of creating their own values and meaning in life. According to Nietzsche, many people cling to inherited beliefs and moral systems out of fear or conformity, which he saw as a limiting and stifling force on individual creativity and self-expression. He advocated for the idea of the will to power, suggesting that individuals should actively engage with their beliefs and challenge them to become the creators of their own values. In doing so, they could free themselves from the constraints of conventional thinking and societal norm. You must not forget that change is the only constant in life, yet we often resist it, clinging to familiar patterns of thought and behavior. Embracing change involves letting go of the need for certainty and control, stepping into the unknown with an open heart and mind. It's in this space of uncertainty and openness that profound growth and transformation can occur. While transcending thought is crucial, it must be coupled with conscious action. It's not enough to simply change our way of thinking. We must also align our actions with our new perspectives. This means making choices and taking steps that reflect our new beliefs and understanding of reality. We have now arrived at the culmination of our journey, where the essence of all previous insights coalesces into a cohesive way of living. Integrating and living beyond thought is not the end of a journey. Rather, it's the beginning of a new way of experiencing life. It's about embodying the wisdom we've uncovered and allowing it to illuminate our path forward. The core of living beyond thought lies in embodying presence in our daily activities. This means bringing a quality of mindfulness and awareness to everything we do, whether it's engaging in conversation, performing our work, or simply enjoying a moment of solitude. It's about being fully engaged with the present moment, free from the distractions of past regrets and future anxieties. A life lived beyond thought is anchored in inner peace. This peace is not dependent on external circumstances, but is a state of being that we cultivate within ourselves. It arises from the understanding that our true nature is not bound by our thoughts or emotions. Nurturing this inner peace involves regular practices such as meditation, deep breathing, or spending time in nature, anything that connects us to the stillness within. As we integrate this new way of being, we find ourselves living more authentically. We become more aligned with our true values and purposes, and our actions reflect our inner wisdom and intuition. Living authentically also means being honest with ourselves and others, and having the courage to make choices that resonate with our true selves, even if they go against societal norms or expectations. Living beyond thought naturally leads to a deepening of compassion and empathy. When we see beyond the surface level of thoughts and judgments, we connect with others at a more profound level. We recognize the shared human experience and find it easier to empathize with others' struggles and joys. This compassion extends not just to others, but also to ourselves, as we learn to meet our own experiences with kindness and understanding. Finally, integrating and living beyond thought means embracing continuous growth and adaptability. Life is an ever-evolving journey, and as we continue to grow and learn, our understanding and perceptions also evolve. This journey doesn't have a final destination. It's an ongoing process of adapting, learning, and expanding our consciousness. As we conclude this exploration, remember that the journey beyond thought is unique for each individual. There's no right or wrong way to embark on this path. It's a personal adventure, full of discoveries, challenges, and joys. The insights and practices shared here are mere signposts, guiding you towards your own deeper understanding and experience of life. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.